A2 Mechanics Notes, looking at 4.2. So we'll just do this one example. So we've got here a smooth bead threaded onto a light and extensible string. Remember, that's part of your modelling conditions. The ends of the string are attached to two fixed points, so we're fixed on a ceiling or a wall there, that's X and Z. The bead is held in equilibrium, again another key piece of information, horizontal force 8 newtons. The bead lies vertically below X, so we know we've got a right angle here and we've got a 30-degree angle there. So putting the forces onto here first of all, so you should always get a good diagram. If you're given one in the exam, I would use theirs, but otherwise you make sure you draw one. So we've got tension acting away from particle P on both strings, and because we've got this light and extensible string, they are equal in magnitude. We've also got the weight of Y, and that will act vertically. Always acts vertically, just be careful. Here we've been asked to find the weight of the bead and not the mass, therefore I'm not using mg, I'm going to use W. So going in our two directions, this time I'm going to choose horizontal and I'm going to go vertically. So it'll look something like that. Remember, anything that lies on one of the dotted lines is only included in one equation. So the only force I've got here not included, that's included in both equations, is tension acting in that direction. This angle here is 60 degrees, which is going to prove useful. So looking horizontally to start off with. So we've got 8 going in one direction. T is acting in the other direction, so it will be T sine 60. And that is equal to 0 because it's in equilibrium. So from there, we can solve this for T. And we get T is equal to 16 root 3 over 3 to be exact, which is 9.24 newtons to 3 significant figures. Looking vertically, so we've got weight acting downwards, tension acting upwards in the opposite direction, that's that first one that's acting along that line, and then this T needs resolving because it doesn't act on either line, and it's acting in the same direction as this one, so I've got T cos 60 is equal to 0. So weight is equal to 3 over 2T. Calculating that, we get 13.9 to 3 significant figures in both cases. I know some students do like to work this out, so you're not using the signs, and so you're just saying everything that's going to the left on one side, everything to the right on the other, or everything up on one side, everything down on the other. As long as you're clear with your equation and you do set an equation up, that is absolutely fine. If on this line of working, if I didn't have the equal 0 and I just had an expression, I wouldn't get any marks for it. So you have to set an equation up, so do please be careful of that. But you can do up equals down, left equals right if you want to. I'm just using this method because it links directly back to F equals MA, and I'm just using here A equals 0, so it does revise that for those of us that are struggling with it a little bit.